Hey guys, welcome to Coaching with Chris. It is our honor that you tuned in today to listen. We know you have tons and tons of choices, and it is our privilege that you chose us to be able to listen and get educated all things mortgage as we talk through this. So please like, share, comment, and we would truly appreciate it. Today I got a special guest. I just really love this person's heart, the love for mortgage, giving back, building something new, which is always something I admire, because building something new and growing it is a challenge. It's fun, it's exciting, but it definitely comes with the bumps along the way. But still producing, still grinding it out right along with all of us. And it is my privilege to bring up Wade Betz.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate the kind words. I'm a big fan of yours as well.
Well, I mean, I should have said, bring up winning with Wade.
That's right, buddy. Bam.
That's right. So, your journey into mortgage is probably like a lot of us. Walk me through that little bit of journey and how you got here today.
So the very short version, and I give my wife all the credit in the world. I had graduated from college. I knew I wanted to do something in real estate. It was after, Y2K. So I'm dating myself here, but it was hard. And so essentially, she went to a party with friends who met somebody in real estate who told her about a mixer who I met them. They introduced me to a headhunter who introduced me to a headhunter who introduced me to a headhunter who had just closed on a mortgage. And that person, the loan officer that closed him on that mortgage, said, "Hey, keep your eye out for green talent. We're looking to bring on one person and train them into the business." And from the first start of that, where my wife went to that party with friends, to when I got that interview was 11 months. Okay, so you have to follow up if you want the end result. So that's true in anything in life. And that man that interviewed me and hired me, I love that man. I asked him thousands of questions over the first several years of my career. And it's one of the big reasons that I pour back into the community, because without people like him, it's just chaos. And how many times have you run across people in this industry that don't have good mentors, that don't have good training? It's just really hard to be successful if you don't have those things. So I try to give back. Those are some of the reasons why I host the East Coast AIME morning show every week and do what I do in the community, because there's people like me who have the ability to give back. And I think we owe it to the community to do so.
Yeah. And every time I give back, I feel like I learn just as much.
100%.
And I don't know if everybody looks at it like that, but you do. And I do. I feel like I learn by teaching for sure. And you just never know. You never know where you're going to learn that next thing. So, first of all, I want to make sure everybody understands, I think the big, huge recruiting deal out there right now is to hire the experienced. I just hired 2 green, brand new. I'm going to introduce them to the industry. It's my favorite way of making a loan officer. And here you were basically that same boat, right? I mean, you knew nothing about mortgage. You probably went all the way through college. You were like, I'm going to be a mortgage guy.
No,
you didn't say that.
No, not at all. But to be fair, I did have an economics degree. And so when I decided that I wanted to be in real estate, I mean, that's so many things. But the economics degree and the mortgage market, I mean, that fits pretty well. In my DISC profile, I'm a high I and a high D. So I'm very social. I like getting out there and talking with people. And the D kicks in when you start wasting my time or my money. That's when my personality. But up until then, and I've got a big rope that I'll give people. But it's a great industry, and I spent the first 14 years of it in retail. And to be very candid, I'm not one of these brokers or better type people. There are some absolutely amazing retail organizations out there, your present company included. I mean, just for everyone watching, the sales organization that Chris has built on the retail side, unbelievable. The average production per LO is out of this world. So there are some really incredible retail organizations out there, and I had a wonderful retail experience. I just wanted something different. And right before COVID is when I pivoted into the broker world, didn't know that was happening. And then it became chaos. So I went from one CRM, one LOS, one servicing system, one set of guidelines, to now I'm getting 150 daily emails about rate sheet changes and COVID overlays. And it was hard.
Overwhelming.
Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. And the hardest lesson, the most expensive lesson that I learned when I first got into the broker world, by the way, was stop chasing rate. If they are
Yeah.
the cheapest loan sifter, they are usually cheap for a reason. Okay. So
Yeah.
what you need is a competitive rate with a fantastic experience. So my two favorite acronyms are SWEAT, same way every time, and CARE, create a referable experience. And if you don't partner with quality lenders such as yourself, it is impossible to sweat and care. What you're going to end up with is a commission check in your pocket, but a tarnished reputation.
Yeah.
Ask me
Yeah.
how I, because I made that mistake and it was very expensive.
No, you're dead on. And, I think that's part of the world of when you switch over to the broker side, like you see, well, you're going to get all these lenders and you're going to get all these choices and you're going to get this and you're going to get that. But like the mathematical and the science behind picking your lender partners is never really explained until like you're in the weeds.
Oh my God, yeah. Until it blows up in your face. That's when you learn.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's a better way to say it.
Yeah.
We could do a totally call just on strategy of lender picking. And when I was a broker, I had my I think a lot of people talk about their top three, and I have my top three, and I did it for a reason, which was if I needed something or needed to lean on, I had the ability to do that. As in, the big giant back then was Countrywide.
Yeah.
And there was no way Countrywide was listening to Little Tiny Chris. Little Tiny Chris couldn't figure out their software, so I'm too dumb. And two was, I was too small.
Yeah.
And I had this partner with Principal, and Principal just took me under their wing, and I couldn't leave that partnership because that was just it. Still to this day, we talk about those people that changed in our lives. But enough about me. Back to Wade. So you're in retail. You make this choice right during the start of COVID or whatever, you convert over and, cut your teeth into the broker world. Tell me how you ended up at Empire.
So actually, I originally joined Nexa. So I had a great run there. I was their number 2 producer for the 3 years I was there. Very early on in the Axon being in existence, my quarterback actually came to me and was like, "Hey, Wade, like, do you want to have an Axon branch?" And I'm, I don't know what I don't know. So literally I was like, I don't know. Like, do I? He goes, yeah, you definitely do. Cause I had good volume, guys. Like I was doing 50 million a year. My career average, I'm about to hit my 20-year mark. Like my career average is like 37 million a year over across that entire 20
Right.
years.
That's not like the best year. Like that's the average all the way through all these years.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Best year was 101 million. Let me come back to that story because it has a sad ending that has a rebirth from there.
All right.
But Mike was like, "Hey, do you want this?" I'm like, "What? You tell me." He's like, "Yeah, you really do." And guys, like my favorite model, just so we're crystal clear, is a broker shop that has a correspondent arm. And so I was in that Axon platform for a while. That's led by Michael Neal. Michael, love you, buddy, if you're seeing this. But that was an amazing opportunity for me. And frankly, it led me to Empire because essentially I left Axon to join Empire to head up their correspondent lending department. And it's a lot of work. Anyone who's heading up the correspondent department knows it's a lot of work. But man, is it awesome. I love the flexibility it gives me. I get all of the benefits of being a broker with all of the benefits of being a lender, which they exist. So it is my preferred model. Not knocking anybody that chooses to go a different path, because there's so many different ways to exist in this business. That's just my
Yes.
preferred model, and that's the path that I've gone down.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to brokers. One time I did a breakout session and a debate uh, it, with a bunch of brokers and correspondent lenders in a room, and in the moment I was like, how do I get myself out of this? Like, I really just don't. It was like, no, we don't do it because of this. No, yes, you do, because this is what it is. Like, it was this big, huge debate. It was super healthy, but I love correspondent because of the ability to be able to close a loan in your name, the fruits that come with that, the elimination of borrower paid, the controlled margin for the loan officer, but also for the company. Is there risks? Yep.
Yeah.
Just like anything in life, benefits come with risk and risks come with benefits. And there are, but it is by far, I think, the best stage, especially, even just watching your company and your company growth and how you've grown in correspondent lending. I think it is a great tool. Plus, also great tool to recruit retail loan officers.
100%. They're used to that type of model. And if only there was a lender that had a bank backing that has these awesome warehouse lines that we could also sign up with. So
Yeah.
shout out to Plains as well. But it's my preferred model to exist. But I'm not knocking it. Like, I was a broker for years. I still broker loans to this day, obviously. But if given a choice of correspondent versus broker, I'm going to choose correspondent because I think it gives me the highest chance possible to successfully close that loan.
Yeah. And I think that, you're a P&L base, LO branch, et cetera. I think it's the best way to also manage a P&L with a branch. So if you're a branch manager and understanding P&L, I'm going to be rolling some P&L classes coming out. And Wade's also someone you could definitely lean on in
100%.
that. So you're growing in the correspondent space, which I'm super proud of you. And I'm watching your company make leaps and bounds into that space. And also, you're a tech company too. I mean, John's a forefront of tech. He showed me some really, really cool stuff that is on its way, but also that he has built. And I'm proud of him of how he thinks. And that's got to be a magic relationship between you, the LO grinder, coach, street fighter, like I consider myself to be out there, and then John, who is super talented in forward thinking AI technologies, CRM management, and just organization all in one platform. Wow, what a winning combination.
It really is. I mean, he's got a big picture visionary mind. I'm not privy to share some of the things that we have cooking, but we'll just say that the future is quite bright, and I think that the rest of the industry will soon learn what he's got cooking, because it's awesome.
I think there's going to be a lot of people in the industry that's going to want what he is making. And I'm just going to put a prediction out there. I've seen some peekaboos, and I think that's pretty cool. You've been coached.
Oh my God!
And you know me. I'm highly passionate about that because it made a difference in my life. I know it's made a difference in your life. Tell me your coaching story.
Okay, so that's a good teaser. So remember back a little bit while ago, I said my best year ever was 101 million, and there's a story behind that. Well, that was in 2012. I'm going to tell you right now, Chris, when you close over 100 million, I don't care how humble you are, you get ego. And I'm going to tell the audience right here, there's no place for ego in mortgages. All right. But I'm just being truthful here. I closed 101 million. I thought I was hot shit. I was 89th in the country in units that year. And remember, this is post financial crisis. So there's no jumbo money out there. I did like 530 units of just
the conforming limit was 417.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So I did over 500 units that year of just Freddie, Fannie, Ginnie. no jumbos, no non-QM. That wasn't a thing. So just regular, boring, vanilla loans. And I crushed it. And then the very next year, I followed it up with a $69 million year, which still sounds amazing, except Chris, I had 55 million of that closed by July. So I completely limped across the finish line that year. Right then, middle of the year, rates increased 1.5% over like a 3-week period, and it's like the
Mhm.
spigot just turned off. And then,
Mhm.
I rather arrogantly thought to myself, it's okay. I'm on pace for $40 million in purchase production the next year. I guess that's okay. Nope. 20 million. So 101 to 69 to 20. My wife was pissed. Okay. She was not happy. And so, what are your two options when you get exposed? Because the tide went out. My business got exposed. I did not like it. I thought I had a better business than I did, but the market made me look good. So, my options were to do nothing, the
Mhm.
ostrich approach, because that always works out so well,
Yes.
or
Yes.
hire a coach and get back to work and start grinding. And so that's what I did. So I joined the core training. I know you are a product of core training as well.
Mhm.
Um, at the time, because this is
What
almost
year was this, Wade, now? 14?
it was 11 years ago. It was 15, January of 2015. So that was back when they would literally just mail you the CD, you listen
The
to it,
CD?
and it's up to you to implement it. So remember that mentor that hired me into the business? Okay, so
Yeah.
I've been in the business for a long time at that point. So I
Mhm.
literally called him up. I'm like, hey man, I'm going to do this coaching thing. They have this document called a greatness tracker. I'm going to do it. Can I send it to you every Monday and you poke holes in my business? He's like, absolutely. And Chris, we did that for 2 years of me sending it every single week and him picking apart my business. And then so in the core they have levels. So I was in that for 7 years. Level one, I went to level two, I went to level three, and then I went back down to level one. And
Okay.
and since then, I had a 1 year stint with Freedom Club, and then the last 3 years have been with Growth Only Coaching. Just to be clear, Growth Only Coaching is my favorite by far of all of that because it merges the old school analog business tactics that the core preaches, face-to-face meetings, talk tos, break breads, thank you cards, all the stuff, the basics that all of us should be doing as much as possible. But then Amir packages it with a modern loan advisor angle of building a personal brand, attracting
Mhm.
people to you, the whole bit. And throughout this entire time, I've done a greatness tracker. Now, Amir calls it a sales activity tracker, but it's the same thing. And just for dramatic effect, when I say I've done this every week of every year, look at all that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that is
So
awesome. I've never seen that done like that. That's the
it's
first time I
almost
ever seen it.
it's almost 11 years of trackers. So this is
Your
so just
eye
like
in there.
yeah. So my leadership style is not, hey, do what I say. No, it's like, hey guys, I'm doing this. If you want a similar result, you should probably do it too. And it's not complicated. I mean, dude, it's just a sheet of paper. I keep it right next to me, and I fill it out throughout the day. And then I do a Sunday evening routine where I
Okay.
review what I did the week before, and I preview what's coming up the week ahead. And doing that Sunday routine allows you to start your week off strong. And I'm going to tell you that the Sundays that I don't do it, my Mondays are kind of fall flat.
I
And
think that's great advice. Like, I, I mean, I have a little Sunday routine, and
yeah,
I notice when I do that, I try not to actually, unless my Chiefs are playing, I try not. I kind of keep my schedule light on Sunday night so I can do my little thing.
right.
And uh, I try to glance at the week. I try to add notes of things that I want to get accomplished, and it's just cool to hear someone else doing that on a Sunday. It means it it makes the whole week better, and for you to hear that, it only encourages me. So, like, Amir's done a great job, and I know you just recently won an award with Amir at his deal. There he is. There's the guy.
Yeah.
Um, tell me, what's the biggest thing you've learned in the last 90 days that's relevant to this timing in coaching with, I don't know who your coach is, but coaching with your coach today, and what are you implementing that's working?
So at this stage of my career, I'm within growth only coaching. I'm in their peak plus level. So that's level 4, which is
Okay.
basically leadership and talent development. I'm a producing manager, and I want to say that I've got 46 loan officers that I lead here internally, and we're going to
Okay.
probably close 230 million this year, something around there.
Wow.
So my job, of course, is to train up the individuals that we have because I believe that we're campers. Excuse me, I said the wrong thing. I believe that we're climbers, not campers. So
Right.
I think in camp, you end up falling back down the mountain.
That's a good saying. I'm writing that down. For those of you guys don't know me very good, I write everything in Sharpie, black
Yeah,
Sharpie. So climbers and campers, you're a climber. It's a great
climb.
saying, by the way.
Yeah, we're climbers because you know the whole like the rent is due every day thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so we climb, and when I'm talking with loan officers, like, hey, what are your goals, Chris? A lot of them sandbag themselves, and it's like, oh no, how about here? And then my goal is to get everyone to the point where they can have or cost justify a dedicated loan partner, because I think a loan partner is an absolute necessity if you want the income that you desire with the life harmony that you desire. Not balance. Balance is hard to do, almost an impossible standard. But harmony, mortgage and your personal life can coexist. And Amir told me recently too. He's like, Wade, if you're not winning at everything, you're not winning at anything. And what he was really talking about is my home life, my marriage, my relationship with my kids, my health. So
mm,
like it doesn't matter if I'm crushing it at work. If everything else is just crumbling around me, you're not winning. So you got to focus on everything.
yeah. Let's. I want to talk about loan partners first, but I want to go back to Tiffany's question, which she's talking about how you manage your calendar and structure your day. You got a tip or trick that in managing your calendar or structure because you're trying to recruit, you're trying to train, and then you're doing loans.
Mhm.
So, that's three different separate buckets that require time throughout the day. And yet you want to win as a husband and you want to win as a father. And I know you didn't mention it, but you want to win as a friend.
Yeah.
And how do you structure or do your calendar?
My life is incredibly boring, guys. Not as boring as my but I'm really very structured. Mornings in particular. So my normal day is wake up at 4 a.m.
Oh,
I
you're a
hit
4 a.m.er.
Well, I've got big health goals, so I've got to fit it in. So
Okay.
I wake up at 4 a.m. I hit snooze. It's a 9-minute snooze. My goal is to be on my treadmill by 4:09 when the alarm goes back off. So I get up, I get on my treadmill. I'll do 2 miles on my treadmill.
Okay.
I then leave and go work out. Either that's going to be a personal training session or a swim practice because I joined a master's team. Back in the day, Chris, I used to have cheekbones and I used to be
Yeah.
an all American swimmer. According to my kids, that was back when I peaked in high school. Okay. So
Okay.
that's what I'm doing at home these days. So I do some kind of exercise like that. And then when I come back, then it's morning routine. I'm getting ready for the
What time
day.
you back?
I am back 6:15, 6:30.
Okay.
Shower, get dressed. I mean, it's easy for me because I'm wearing a different color version of this shirt every single day. So
Does your
it's super.
closet look like you got your polos and they're just
Yeah,
different colors?
yeah. I usually keep a pile of them right next to me because I film so much video content that I just change the shirt whenever I want to change it up. So you ladies that are watching, I'm very sorry. Y'all can't do that. It's a lot more challenging, but like I literally just the same thing.
Okay.
So wake up the boys, feed them breakfast, just get the kids out to school, drop them off. I'm back home a little after 8 o'clock in the morning. From 8 to 8:30 is my social selling. So I am doing a daily tweet. I share that tweet on Threads. I then pull that, I screen capture that tweet. I pull it into Instagram. I share that as a story to my Facebook and Instagram stories. I then take that screenshotted tweet, I take it over to a custom GPT that I built, and I create written content around that tweet. I run that written content through gptwatermark.com to remove the
Mhm.
watermarks. I then post that on Facebook on my personal page. I then turn around and schedule out a separate Facebook post. That separate Facebook post goes out to TikTok and Instagram.
Yep.
I then go over to LinkedIn and I post there daily as well. And then I engage. So all that. Oh, and then I look at my Facebook friends list and I see who's having birthdays, and I film a
And you do your
custom
birthday.
every day. Like just before we hopped on here is when I had time to do that today. But like every single day, I'm doing a custom video. It's 15 seconds. Hey,
Yep.
Chris, just wanted to shoot you a message to, hey, happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing day full of friends and family. Just remember, you were older than yesterday, but younger than tomorrow. So happy birthday. Let me know if I could do anything, and let's stay in touch. Bye-bye. 15 seconds. So I do that, and then that all of that, everything I just described, that's about 15 minutes of my 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then I spend the rest of the time, the rest of the 15 minutes engaging intentionally. I'm going to engage with stories, because some people are horizontal posters. They only
Yep.
post stories. And then I'm engage horizontally as well with the feed, because some people only post horizontally. So I'm commenting and engaging. I'm sliding into DMs. I'm sending messages. But 8:30 rolls around, I'm out, because I then lead for my branch a morning breakfast club every single day. We talk about the theme of the day. So the theme days. Every day has a different theme. Today's Tuesday that we're filming this. So we talked in detail about Tuesday updates, role played a little bit about what that looks like, answered any other questions that they have on scenarios. 9 o'clock rolls around, I'm out. I've got my team meeting with my personal production team.
Mhm.
We go over big rocks only. Like, I don't need to micromanage them.
Right.
So I'm telling them the big things on my schedule, like what's my availability for the day, kind of where are we month to date with leads, where are we with appointments booked for myself on a rolling 7-day time period. Those are my big rocks. And
Okay.
then we go to their big rocks. What's the most important thing for them? I then can delegate to them.
Mhm.
That's their opportunity to push back on me. Hey, Wade, you gave me these 10 things. I can only get 6 of them done. Which are more important? Do you want to reallocate? Like, that's their time to kind of push back, because if they don't, and I just give them all 10 and they don't say anything, I think all 10 are getting done. So
Right.
just to be clear, guys, if you delegate and you don't tell them specifically like when it's due, that's a leadership failure. Thumbs, not fingers. And the easiest thing to say is you rank it. So A pluses get done before noon, A's get done same day, B's get done by the end of the next day, C's get done in a rolling 1 week period. So you got to be specific when you're delegating, because I run my business off of the 4 Ds. I either do it myself, delegate, defer, or delete.
Yes. Of the 4 Ds. You guys, I'm just going to say Wade impacted about an hour-long session in about 4 minutes. So rewind and watch that little section, and then grab the nuggets that you want to do to implement with inside your calendar. The most important thing that Wade talked about, which was A, delegating to the team, and B, permission for the team to give back feedback of what, if they sit there and stay silent, your expectations is it's getting done, but you
Right.
got to give permission for that to be able to work. Otherwise, I've watched that and not give permission for them to give that feedback back, and then becomes a little friction, and then you get mad and ticked, and the only one you should be ticked at is yourself, because you didn't give permission for the team to give you that back. So you
That's where
you impacted a lot,
Chris. You see my pineapple plushie? I said that's where pineapple moments happen. You see my pineapple plushie? I know you got a pineapple plushie.
Yes, I do. Let's see. I'll get him here.
Yep.
That's my pineapple right there. Okay, so let's go back to one thing in that meetings. Are you running and managing your leads and your lead meeting at the same time with your pipeline and your processors, or are they two separate meetings? I know it can be done both ways, but how do you do it?
It's the same meeting. So I'm very fortunate. I have a team captain that has worked with me for, I think we're going on our 15th year together.
Wow.
So guys, if you're not surrounding yourself with people that you're, willing to work with for a long period of time, let me rephrase this. If you're constantly going, yeah, you got to grow with them. If you're constantly cycling through team members, it's probably you. You're probably the issue. So like
Yeah.
I've got multiple team members that have been with me over 10 years. And
Wow.
this is a piece of advice my dad gave me because he was self-employed as well. He said, son, like pay your people well and treat them well, and they will run through walls for you. So they don't work for me. They work with me. It's not a dictatorship. It's more like a Knights of the Round Table setup. Because I give them permission to do that. And I can't tell you. So like my team captain, like she'll get on me, Chris, if I'm doing something that's not a revenue generating activity. She'll get on me because she's like, Wade, you've got 11 CRM tasks that I could be doing for you. Do it. Like, don't let me stop you. But like, I need them to push back. I need the feedback. I need to know when they're noticing training opportunities for the people around me, myself included.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, but you got to give them permission to do that. So after that team meeting every day, and that ends at 9:30 sharp, I launch right into my power hour. And just so Chris, I have my phone off. I have it on do not disturb, and I am not accepting incoming phone calls on my outbound proactive power hour.
Okay.
That ends at 11.
What do you average per hour in that deal?
Maybe 40 dials max. It just kind of depends. 20 to 40. It depends how long the conversations are, who I'm connecting with.
What percentage of answers do you get in the hour? Do you know?
I don't know. I do know what the national average for cold call connections are, though. It's 9 to 11%. So if you want to,
higher than that.
What's that?
I bet you're higher than that.
Well, yeah, because I'm not cold calling at this point in my career. I have absolutely. I've done all of the things, Chris, but thousands of past clients. Like I've got because I travel for Fuse. Like I've got 35 birthday calls to make for people that have had birthdays Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today.
Yeah.
So like, I've got enough people to call. I just need to block the time to do it. And the order that I make these phone calls in every single day, I eat the frogs first. So those are the first calls get made.
Love that.
New leads that I've received get called like that. They're the next call. New leads that I received, but I'm still chasing down. So maybe multiple attempts. They're next. Theme day calls are after that.
Okay.
And then any other CRM call that I need to make.
Or task.
So, yeah, frogs, leads, theme days, and then just any other call that's on my schedule. Every day.
That's cool. I asked that question because most people start a power hour, but they don't know what the expectation of a power hour should be. And so then they think, oh, I'm not doing very good, or you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, you're doing just fine. This is what a power hour looks like.
Yeah, 10 to 15 talk tos in a day is great. You know how that's so much more than the average loan officer. The bar is really low out there. So like at 11 o'clock, I'm done with my power hour. Then I have in my calendar right now, if I shared my screen, I could show you my power hour has reaction time. Excuse me, my calendar has reaction time from 11 to 12. So that's when I'm reacting to text messages that have come in, emails, people that called me during my power hour. Because I'm not kidding. I have my phone turned off to receive incoming phone calls.
Okay.
So I don't believe that I should run my business off of my personal cell phone because a personal cell phone is not able to be delegated to anybody. So I run and have for years my business through a Ring Central phone number. There's plenty of other VIOP phone systems, but that way I can import it into a CRM. I can have group text messaging, like my team captain can step in. So like today during our team meeting, I shared, hey, I'm going to be occupied from 11 to 2:30 with back-to-back meetings. I need you to watch the text inbox. So they're texting me. She can get in there and reply as me. And even if that, hey, this is, thank you for reaching out. I'm tied up in a meeting right now. I'll have my partner reach out to you. And then she follows up.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
like,
it's
you've got
all on your phone. It's not like you're having a separate phone.
Yeah, I got one phone because there are people that carry around multiple phones. I'm not doing that. Like
No,
it's just an app.
I don't like
You don't need
anything
to
in my
do it.
pocket, first of all.
Right. So that's my morning. So once that 12 o'clock noon hits, Chris, if I win by noon, so Todd Bookspan, win by noon. If I can
Yeah.
win by noon and get all my calls done before noon, that's a wonderful thing, and I do pretty good at that. My afternoons are usually what devolves into chaos. So I'm not sitting
Right.
here saying I'm perfect and nothing ever goes outside of my time block. That is not at all the case. But it's
Right.
my afternoons that I allow to be booked with other type of meetings, trainings, et cetera, et cetera. But my mornings, if I don't win the morning, I don't win the day. And never let a bad day turn into a bad week. So you got to recover.
Amen to that. Brad says, I think this is a great comment. Number one, wait, is your calendar the same every week?
Pretty much. Like I'm incredibly boring, guys. Like one of my coaching assignments was to create a perfect week at a glance. And for those of you that have heard that phrase before, I would challenge you to make it a realistic week at a glance. Okay.
Yeah,
So like, yeah, realistic. So like you got to have buffer times in there. You got to eat lunch. Like, I don't care if you're eating at your desk and you only need 15 minutes, like have it. So like I've got an Excel document and actually I keep it, so my red folder. So I'm just going to, so I've got my day at a glance here.
Yep.
And I've got a call sheet from my CRM
Right there.
right here. Yep. And then I've got my perfect week at a glance. And oh, look at that. It's all color coded and everything. So it is mapped out and it's not static. I adjust my perfect week at a glance pretty regularly because things change.
Yeah. By the way, I wish I was trying to find mine. Your calendar, my calendar, we print them the same. Mine is right here.
Yep.
And then I always have the next day printed.
Oh, do you?
And so that if I'm making tweaks or changes, but Brad, I'm going to say the secret to stay following what Wade said several times is that if you want your calendar and you want to win and stay on track, boring wins every day. It's just not what everybody wants to do. But then Wade interjects his afternoon, which he admits that's where some chaos happens. But his morning, I feel, Wade, I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I'm just going to try this, is non-negotiable to most points. The afternoon has some negotiable points.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Because like you got to have your power hours on your schedule. You got to stick to it. Because if you're not making those calls, then your paycheck 90 days from now is going to suffer.
Oh, it will. It
Yeah.
will. You know what I like about your calendar plan is that you've given yourself permission for the afternoon, but you've held yourself really accountable to be able to win the morning or win by noon. And awesome book, by the way. But then more importantly, this is an easier system to follow than to try to be perfect all day long, which is very hard.
Perfection will set you up for failure and then you'll be disappointed. Don't chase perfect, guys. Just try to do a little bit better each and every week. So that whole sales activity tracker, and Chris, I know you coach to the same thing. I've been to your sales meetings. All you're challenging your team to do is track your sales activity, and then week after week, just try to do just a little bit better. And if you're not happy with your results, and my wife tells me this all the time, she's like, Wade, you can control two things, your attitude and your effort. And the effort is what we track with the sales activity tracker. So don't come complain to me about results you're not getting from work you're not doing. If you come to me and you're asking for help and I say, well, show me what sales activity you've been doing and you've got nothing, how do I even know you're making the effort? So start with the effort. And if you have the effort, now it can be a coaching thing. What are you saying? How are you saying it? Who are you targeting? What's the cadence? But we got to start with the effort. So like track the sales activity. And so I'm practicing what I preach. And I share it with my team so they can kind of see everything that I'm doing. And I've got some 100%. That's one of the best things about your sales meetings is everyone sees what everyone else is doing. Peer pressure is a real thing.
It's real. I try not to like use it as a beating stick, but at the same time, it's just like obvious in there. Wade, I think you're just making a difference. Check in. You're doing the Wednesday morning AIME calls, correct?
East Coast. So Julie Yarbrough handles the West Coast call. I do the East Coast. So that's 5 a.m. Central Time for me, 6 a.m. East Coast time. And I do that every single week. So
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday morning. Without fail.
If I want to listen to that, for people listening and they want to get connected in that, how do they get connected to hear that podcast?
So every week, I'm posting on my personal Facebook page a link and a reminder. I'm sharing what I'm going to be talking about. And then it's posted multiple times per week in the Brokers Are Best Facebook group as well. Once you register, you can register for each Wednesday. There's 20 to 30 people that get up that early. It's 30 to 45 minutes or so each Wednesday morning. And I'm going over different topics. So like I've already mentioned, I'm coached by Growth Only Coaching at their highest level. I've got their entire elite coursework. I'm literally walking the audience through the same trainings that I pay thousands and thousands of dollars a month for. So all I'm asking you to do is show up and then commit to implementing 1, 2, or 3 things. And then over time, you'll see your business grow. So my favorite quote is, of course, that everyone's heard, Rome wasn't built in a day. But do you know what the second sentence of that is, Chris?
Tell me.
But they laid bricks every day.
But they laid bricks. That's so true. They did.
So lay your bricks every day and you'll build your empire.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what I love about you the most. You put bricks down each and every day. You help, you invest in the industry. I just saw you at AIME FUSE and watching you from the side was actually pretty fun. But thank you for all you do for this industry. Thank you for being on Coaching with Chris and sharing. I love speaking when you're speaking. And you guys got a big event coming up here this winter called MortgageCon. Tell us about that before I let you go.
So that's actually going to be early February, and it's going to be in Universal Studios. I think we've got like Hogsmeade rented out and Diagon Alley. Like, it's really fun. It's like the Fuse conference, but with more of a vacation feel, with still amazing speakers both inside the industry and out. It's my favorite conference that I go to. So shout out for MortgageCon. Definitely check it out. It is a lot of fun. And if I might add, you were missed at the Hall of AIME award ceremony. So I ended up winning one of the MVP trophies at the Windsor Mortgage Hall of AIME event. Okay, so we thank you for your support as well, because we couldn't do it without you. And it's just 2 guys trying to help support the industry. So I appreciate you. I'm Team Chris for sure.
Thank you, Wade. Thanks for being on Coaching with Chris. We appreciate it. You want to get connected? Check out Winning with Wade. I know he would help you, or DM him. He would definitely answer your questions. Thanks, Wade. Have a great day.
My pleasure.